In this video, we are going to crack this fancy GUI software like a pinata and patch it up with the sweet knowledge which we learned in the last video. So here we have a software which asks for some username and a valid registration code related to this user. And whenever we try to give any foolish attempts, then it neglects our input by showing us a bad error message with the description of flaws in our credentials. So before describing more, let's try to understand how this type of software works if they are fully functional in real life. So when you visit their website, they will ask you for some credentials including a desired username for your account. Using secret algorithms, they will generate registration code based on your username. Once you have a username and registration code, you can enter them into software. The software will then generate its own registration code based on the provided username and compare it to the inputted code. Depending on the comparison results, the software will produce an output. Alright? Let's try to understand the logic behind this software by using the x64dbg disassembler. This is an open source debugger, or you can say disassembler for Windows, that is completely free to use. You can find a link to it in the description below. The x64dbg has 4 main sections: the CPU assembly window, the heap data window, the stack data window, and the registers pane. The CPU assembly window displays the disassembled code of the software. The registers window shows the status of the registers during debugging. The heap window shows the data contents of the memory locations, and the stack window displays the items currently on the stack for program execution. There are also a bunch of buttons at the top that play a major role in cracking software. At the top of the window, in the title bar, you can find useful information such as the name of the software, the process ID of the running software, the current module name, and other related details. Alright, let's get cracking. It might seem intimidating at first, but trust me, you will get the hang of it. First thing first, make sure you are in the correct module. When a software runs, it loads up some OS files or DLLs to function properly. And we don't want to waste time in cracking those. We just want to focus on the software we are targeting. You can check which module you are in by looking at the title bar of the debugger. It should list the current module name. To jump to your targeted software module, just press the user code button. It will take you there and display the module name in the title bar. It's quite easy peasy, by the way. Now we are in the correct module, and these are the actual logics of this software. It's time to geek out and explore this software's inner workings. One cool thing about disassemblers like this is that they show you references to the string used in the software. To find them, just click anywhere in the CPU pane, then go to search current module string references. It will show you all the constant strings used in the software. Double click on one to see where it is used. Now we are getting closer to our goal. If we take a closer look here, we can see a strcmp function which is probably for comparing something at these memory locations. And if we look slightly below, there is a JNE instruction which stands for jump if not equal, and it is pointing to memory address that displays a bad Y message. And my gut tells me that one of these memory locations holds our inputted registration code and the other holds the original code generated by the software's secret algorithm. strcmp is comparing the two, and the message that appears depend on the result. Now here is the catch. If we change the address of the bad error message description and replace it with our suspected memory locations, then whenever we enter a wrong code, the program will jump to that location and shows our inputted registration code next to the correct code generated by the algorithm. Now all we have to do is to go to that address, press the spacebar, change the memory location, patch the file, save it, and we are done. Time to test it out. Enter an username, type something in the registration code, and press enter. Here this code is looking like registration code. Let's type in here, and congrats, you have just created the first keygen without writing any code. So thank you so much guys for sticking with me throughout this series. This is the last video, and I hope I have covered all the basics and some intermediate concepts. Now it's up to you to keep practicing and improve your skills by checking out the website like crackme's.one, where you can find all the sorts of crackme software to play around with. Well, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed my works, please give it a like and share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video with some fresh contents. Till then, cheers.
Straight from the desert Queens, leave you sleeping on the mezzanine like you Lincoln, then switch it to a desert scene. Often heard, but this motherfucker seldom seen. I'm throwing blows while you waiting for the bell to ring. Drug smoking.